Hi friends, this is Mohammed Gibran and welcome to our C++ tutorials. In this video, I'll be explaining you about function overloading. So what is function overloading? Function overloading means two or more functions can have the same name but the data type of the arguments has to be different. It means in your program you can write many functions with the same name but the data type of the arguments should be different, which means you are using the function overloading. You can overload your same name of the function with different tasks. So let's try to write a program which explains function overloading. Let's open our compiler. Let's give our class name as overload, and here I need some integers, say a, b and c, and I will need some float e, f, g and h. What I'm going to do is I'm going to write a program which will be able to add two integers and 2-3 float numbers, okay, but the function name will be same. The function name will be add. Okay, so here I'll be taking two values from the user, I'll say as x and y. So this will be two values given by the user, and here I will say a equals x, b equals y, and I will say c equals a plus b. Now I'm going to return c. Similarly, I'll be writing a float data type. The function name will be add as it is. I will be taking float p, float q, float r. I will be taking three values from the user. Then I will say e will be equal to p, f will be equal to q, then g will be equal to r. Then I will add everything and I will say h will be equal to e, come over here, e plus f plus g. Okay, this is how I'm going to add everything, and I will return h. So what I'm doing here, I had created two functions with the integer type, this one, and this one is the float type. The data type of the arguments are float and integer. This is what makes big difference. Then in our implementation part, I will be creating one object with our class overload, say obj, class name is overload. Then I will say simply cout obj dot add, and I will pass integer values to call our integer type function. Then I will say obj dot add 1.3 comma 2.5 comma 2.7. okay, now this first line will call our integer type add function, and the second line will call our float type function. Now just we'll end our program and run it. Okay, I forgot, it should be public. Now run it again, run again. Yep, it's work. 6.5. okay, I cannot make out, so let's do one thing. I will say blah 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 backslash n, F9 again. See, 6 and 6.5. If you go over here, first value which you gave was 2 and 4. 4 plus 2 is 6. 1.3 plus 2.5 plus 2.7 is 6.5. So this is how your function overloading works. So now let's try to make it more dynamic. We'll say cout enter first integer number. Okay, cin. Okay, I'll be requiring some integer as j and k, and I will requiring some float as m n o. Okay, so first integer which user will be giving, I'll be storing that in j. Then again I will copy all this, and the second value or the second integer which user will be giving, I will be storing that in k, and after that I will be passing j and k. Okay, j comma k. Then after this is done, I will copy everything. I will enter first float number. This will take the first float number. I will save that in m. Second float number, I will store that in n, and for the third number I will do the same. Third number, and I will store that in o. Now we will be passing here m, n and o. M, n and o. Oops. O. Now our program takes the values from the user and runs it the same way. Okay, now run it again. Enter first integer number, I'll say 5. Enter a second integer number, maybe 3, 8. The enter first float number. Okay, so 5 plus 3 will be 8. Here is your result. Enter first float number, I will say 2.1. Second float number 8.4. Third float number 6.2. 16.7. 2.1 plus 8.4 plus 6.2 is 16.7. So this was the program which works to explain the function overloading in C++. So what was function overloading? Function overloading means two or more functions can have the same name, but the data type of the arguments has to be different. So if you see, your arguments had different data types, here float, and here it was integer. Hope you understood the program, and thanks for watching the video.